Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. A Tamaqua man was arrested by Mahanoy City Police after he was found to be in possession of drugs. According to police, 35-year-old Keith Schlosser was stopped by police in the 1200 block of East Center Street. There, police found over 375 bags of heroin, 6.5 grams of meth, multiple items of drug paraphernalia, and $900 in cash, all seized as a result of the arrest. Schlosser was charged with possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Charges for driving under the influence of a controlled substance also anticipate to be filed pending lab results. He was arraigned and taken to the Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of $30,000 straight bail. The woman that was acquitted of charges of soaking her dog in gasoline before the canine caught fire back in November pleaded guilty to a lesser charge recently. 33-year-old Vanessa Ramirez of Peace Street entered a guilty plea to a citation of animal cruelty and was ordered to pay over $4,000 in restitution, most of that for the care of the dog. Court papers say firefighters responded to the home for a fire that began after Ramirez allegedly poured gas on her dog Max, a Rottweiler, to get rid of ticks and fleas. The fumes were ignited by a nearby flame, and both the woman and dog were severely burned. According to court papers, the dog, which was treated at an animal hospital, then taken to the SPCA in Wilkes-Barre, suffered second and third degree burns. The act of putting petroleum products on a dog placed it at risk for injury, as gas can poison animals and possibly lead to death, according to court documents. The man Luzerne County authorities say killed his girlfriend earlier this year at his Foster Township home could be facing the death penalty. It was back in January. 51-year-old Joseph Marchetti Jr. at their home on Spring Street allegedly beat his girlfriend, Antoinette Wilkinson, who later died, and her 72-year-old mother, Barbara, who survived to testify against him at his preliminary hearing last month. He faces criminal homicide and aggravated assault and has pleaded not guilty. His trial date set for February 2019. A Wilkes-Barre man pled guilty to third-degree murder after he allegedly stabbed a man to death following an argument back in 2017. 33-year-old Sean Robert Talmadge is accused of beating and stabbing 23-year-old Ramon Torres at a vacant home in April of 2017. Torres was reported missing, his body later found in the abandoned home in June. Prosecutors dropped a count of abuse of a corpse after Talmadge entered his guilty plea to third-degree murder before Luzerne County President Judge Richard Hughes. Talmadge now faces a maximum 20 to 40 years in state prison and will be sentenced in July. Flames damaged a Luzerne County home and claimed the life of a family pet this morning. Firefighters were called to the home on Vandermark Avenue in New Angola. A family of 6 lives there. The children at school, the adults made it out okay. However, a cat died in the fire. Officials say an apparent soot buildup in the fireplace and chimney area was to blame. That family now has to find a new place to stay. A Luzerne County judge signed a search warrant giving police permission to collect handwriting samples from a man charged with murder and arson. 3 children died after Preston Bonnet allegedly set fire to the home of his ex-girlfriend, Susan Major, on Oakwood Drive, October 25th. The couple had an ongoing dispute, and Preston was kicked out of the home last summer. According to the search warrant filed on Thursday, Bonnet posted 3 pornographic pictures of Major on 2 windows and a door of the home, which contained sexually explicit writings 2 weeks prior to the fire. State police can now compare Bonnet's handwriting sample to the writings on those photos. He's charged with murder and arson. His trial scheduled coming up August 20th. Crestwood held their monthly school board meeting last night, facing hours of criticism from members of the audience at the high school's packed auditorium. The crowd became disruptive as the board began voting on agenda items.
So with the field house was approved almost a year ago and started the planning process at that point. With that being said, we've invested almost $800,000 into the field house, and the board feels at this point, stopping the field house, we may have to go right back into new coding, new programming, and we'd really be wasting that money. Our goal now is to look beyond and look for solutions of funding for the future as well as for the current field house. So we developed the Crestwood Athletic Foundation, and what we're going to do is hopefully raise enough money to pay for not only the field house, but for most capital projects that are associated with our athletics.
Capital improvement project money cannot help prevent teacher layoffs. The Industrial Arts Technology Education Program, as well as the Family and Consumer Science Home Economics Program, will be cut for the next school year, furloughing their teachers. Spanish will also have one teacher furloughed due to the decline of students, but the courses will remain.
Possible chance to save money, and we are able to tap into our own funds with which one thing that we did not want to do is really go down as low as we did, but we thought that was the best option to slow down, listen to the community, go from 13 furloughs to these possible 4. We're still optimistic and hopeful that we can find more funding and not have to go through any furloughs, but we have to give at least a 60-day notice at this point to have it on the record. And that's where we're still going to continue to have STEM programs and different types of academic programs for the students.
One thing everyone agreed on was improving school safety, which the board is confident they have enough money for after going through a specialist who remains anonymous for protection, did surveys throughout the schools. Most public comments were similar throughout the meeting. The crowd left upset once the board decided to pass all motions. Coming up on WYLN News, visitors to the Hazleton area. WYLN's Julia Wiegand will introduce us, plus a charitable organization in McAdoo shut down. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Overnight, clear and cold, the low 29. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, the high 55. Sunday, sunny and 58. Says nice to say that. We will be right back.
How dishonest is Scott Wagner? I'll show you. A year ago, I posted this video highlighting my strong opposition to Obamacare. And believe me, Obamacare was never the answer. I also called Obamacare a disaster. Newspapers confirmed I not only opposed Obamacare, I called for repealing Obamacare. Wagner knows all this, yet ran this ad trying to deceive you anyhow. And that tells you everything you need to know about Scott Wagner.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Deputy Secretary Eileen Cipriani of Workforce Development and the Department of Labor and Industry paid a visit to the Hazleton Area Career Center this morning. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has more.
Deputy Secretary Eileen Cipriani has spent time visiting current technical education institutions throughout the Commonwealth to highlight their importance and value in training our workforce for tomorrow. The Hazleton Area Career Center was one of her stops this morning.
Governor Wolf has proposed $50 million in his PA SMART initiative, and career and technical education is a vital part of that proposal. It's a key initiative of the Department of Labor and Industry because that's your earn while you learn model. And the jobs are very good jobs. And they're apprentices, we have our trades, we have our manufacturing, but we also have them in IT and healthcare and education. So it's the earn while you learn model, but it's a very valuable model to get people good paying jobs in Pennsylvania.
The Department of Labor and Industry has a Center for Workforce Analysis which does labor market research and statistics, looking at high-priority occupations and doing projections out to look and see where the growth would be.
And we're really excited with schools like this that have programs in your welding, your machining, and your healthcare, because that is where we're going to see jobs in the future. So, it's a very important component of making sure you're data-driven in making your decisions.
The first stop of the tour was Precision Machine Technology, where students were hard at work. Classes like this one will help students pursue future careers in the field.
Well, first I plan to serve my time in the Navy and strive towards Navy Spec Ops, but then, after that, I'll hit the machine shop while I'm off duty and just live it easy, take it easy,
Caldron goes on to explain how Precision Machine is where the money's at, where he would make the most profit creating what other factories need in order to function. CAD drafting works side by side with Precision Machine Technology, not only as neighboring classrooms, but in the workplace. Students in CAD will design what they'd like Precision Machine Technology to build and bring to life. The final stop of the tour was to Electrical Technology, where there were interesting creations in motion, as well as students problem-solving real-life electrical scenarios.
Technical education is something that the world is really yearning for. We have a lot of students that are placed as soon as they graduate into careers. Anyone that comes to the Career Center does have that opportunity to go on to a secondary education past high school. It's not like it used to be, or people thought it used to be. We have a comprehensive program here that the students can flourish from secondary level.
We visited Precision Machine Technology, CAD, and Electrical Technology, but Hazleton Area Career Center has 17 different programs for grades 10 through 12 and one adult program. Students require 1,080 hours by the BCTE so they can graduate with the experience employers are looking for. Reporting from Hazleton for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
A charitable organization not properly registered with the state must stop all fundraising activities. Voices for the Fallen, listed based in McAdoo, hosted 2 encampments off Route 309 near McAdoo to raise awareness for homeless veterans in 2015 and 2016. According to the Secretary of State, Voices for the Fallen must cease fundraising until they are in compliance with Pennsylvania's law governing charities. A Department of State spokesperson said that the Commonwealth tried to help get Voices for the Fallen into compliance, but they resisted the efforts. If an organization is found to be in violation with solicitation of funds for charitable purposes, they could face civil penalties and suspension or revocation of a registration. Some properties will be razed in Mahanoy City. Recently, Borough Council opened bids to demolish a number of properties that have been on the chopping block. Properties to be razed are at East and West Center Streets, one on South B Street, West Spruce Street, and West South Street. Council plans to award contracts to the lowest bidders contingent on legal review. A deal has been negotiated by the City of Wilkes-Barre's administration to sell a parkade on the corner of North Washington and East Market Streets. A resolution authorizing the city to enter into an agreement with Washington and Market Street Properties, LLC, will be discussed at the next work session. A recent appraisal on the property says that it's valued at $1.55 million. If council approves the sale, $300,000 will be used toward a lien on the property. How the rest of the money is spent will be discussed with the city's financial management advisor. Wilkes-Barre Council's next work session scheduled for April 24th. Coming up on West Penn Township's News Choice, details on the Lehigh Valley Hospital Run Walk in Community and You, plus the Helping Hands Telethon is tomorrow. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
liberals in Washington like to take the side of people here illegally. I'm Dan Muser. I think it's time we stand up for hardworking Americans who follow our laws every day. That's why I support defunding sanctuary cities. I also support building a wall to protect our border. We are a country of immigrants, but legal immigrants, which means we don't look the other way when people break our laws. I'm Dan Muser, and I approve this message.
How low can liberal Paul Mango go? His new ads? Disgusting lies. The truth? Scott Wagner is a proven conservative. He's pro-life and endorsed by the Pennsylvania Republican Party. Conservatives oppose Paul Mango because he's a phony. Mango's a leading advocate for Obamacare. His company helped outsource jobs to India and Mexico, and he received a no-bid taxpayer-funded contract from Tom Wolfe. Paul Mango, losing, liberal, and desperate. Just say no to Paul Mango.
At the Joyce Insurance Group, we offer insurance tailored to your needs. We protect what matters most to you.
We've been serving the needs of thousands of clients throughout Northeast Pennsylvania since 1955.
Our professional agents are dedicated to providing you with a great insurance experience.
With 62 years in business, our clients are the reason that we care the most.
Ask any of our 5,000 plus satisfied customers, and they'll tell you the right choice is Joyce.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. Everyone, I'm Gary Perrin. I'm very pleased to have Amanda with me from Lehigh Valley Health Network. We're going to talk about the annual 5K run walk that benefits the Lehigh Valley Health Network and the trail at the Health and Wellness Center. And Amanda, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So this is great. We're again ready to talk about the run walk, and hopefully spring and nice spring temperatures will be here for it. Hopefully we won't be running in the snow, but
please no snow.
This year the race will happen on April 28th at Community Park. So for somebody who may not have been part of this in years past, explain what the run walk is and what will go on that day.
So our run walk, again, it happens at Community Park. It does start at 10 a.m. And we just like to encourage people to come out, and they can walk, they can run. If they are going to sign up as a walker, they do have to only walk. But it's just a great event to come out and get people motivated to exercise and be active, and get the community to come together.
And somebody who wants to register for this, they can do it by going on to lvhn.org/runwalk. And there's different categories as well, so not everyone's just lumped together.
No, so we have different age categories that we put everyone into, and it's also broken up between runners and walkers as well. So the youngest age group is 14 and under, and then they go up every 10 years, and then the last age group is 60 plus.
Okay, so wonderful. So they can go on and register to get on. And so when they register, it is $20 for early registry, and that gets you some more things than just into the race.
Yeah, it gets you guaranteed one of our long sleeve dry fit t-shirts. If you sign up with the early registration, you're guaranteed that.
Okay, wonderful. And if you want to sign up the day of, it's $25?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so, but we encourage everyone to sign up early.
Yeah, if they want to make sure that they're guaranteed one of our shirts, we say get your registrations in as soon as possible.
Wonderful, and the deadline is April 14th to get those in, so we still have a little bit of time, but you still want to get those in. And after the festivities are done, there is a little party back at Damon's.
Well, the party is hosted by Damon's, but it will be at Community Park for all of the registered runners and walkers.
Okay, so that's another reason to make sure you register.
Yes, exactly.
And not to mention that we don't want to forget, but the youngest runners and walkers have a little bit of a fun time before the race starts.
Yeah, so we do have a kids fun run that will start at 9:30 for anyone who's 11 years or younger. They have a cute little course set up for them to run on before the actual race gets started.
Wonderful. So again, the 5K run walk put on by Lehigh Valley Health Network will take place on April 28th. Of course, you have time right now. Go online to lvhn.org/runwalk to register, get all that information in. $20 early registration, $25 the day of. And again, Amanda, really important to register, so you make sure you can get the shirt, make sure you were counted for, and make sure you're counted for the little party afterwards.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Did I miss anything?
Two of our big main sponsors for the Run Walk are Hazleton Auto Mall and Pinnacle Northeast as well.
Wonderful. So without them, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, they're one of our platinum sponsors of the event.
Amanda, is there anything you missed or anything that you want to point out to everyone who's watching about the 5K Run Walk?
Yeah, we just like to say that, you know, if you've never done a 5K walk or run, it's a great chance for you to get out and try one out. It's a great time to bring your family, bring some friends, come out, have a great morning and afternoon. You know, it's not all, you can go at your own pace while you're doing it, and it's a chance to see what 5K would be all about.
This is like the perfect event for a beginner, somebody who may be a little hesitant. This is kind of where you go get your feet wet.
Yeah, absolutely. They can just come in and, again, walk at their own pace. They can bring their families to do the Kids Fun Run beforehand or do the 5K with them as well.
All right, wonderful. So a lot going on. And again, you can find all this information out at lvhn.org/runwalk. The registration forms are there, everything you need to know, the timing, places, all that there. And again, this takes place on April 28th at Community Park in Hazel Township. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You, everyone. We'll catch you next time on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeilis Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup with a Snow Dog plow, or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in now and take advantage of the spring sales event.
Monday. 5 new officers were sworn in and 5 others were promoted at a ceremony in Hazleton City Hall. With the additional officers, the department is now fully staffed at 42 police officers. Tuesday, police in Wilkes-Barre were investigating a shooting that happened Monday night on Wyoming Street. They found a man with a gunshot wound in the area. Police in Wilkes-Barre are still investigating how that shooting happened. Wednesday, a Hazleton standoff ended with a suspect, Joseph Poland, taking his own life. Now, police are still trying to put pieces of the puzzle together about Poland's alleged online stalking and social media life. Many have come forward claiming that Poland was stalking young children. Thursday, an elderly woman was rescued from her burning home by 3 firefighters in Hazleton. Firefighters were called to the Grant Street home just before 1 in the afternoon. The woman was taken from the scene by EMS to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, then transferred to their Cedar Crest location. The fire has been ruled accidental. Friday, a Tamaqua man was arrested by Mahanoy City Police after he was found to be in possession of drugs. Police say they found 375 bags of heroin, 6.5 grams of meth, multiple items of drug paraphernalia, and approximately $900 in cash. All were seized as a result of the arrest. The Tamaqua man was charged with possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance, among other charges. He's locked up tonight in the Schuylkill County Prison. That's your weekend review, sponsored by Four Blooms Restaurant in Drums.
It's tomorrow, the big day for the Helping Hands Society, their annual telethon will hit the airwaves. Once again, WYLN TV proud to bring you the telethon that shines a spotlight on the nonprofit organization that serves special needs children and their families through educational and therapeutic services. The telethon kicks off at noon, and if you can't make it to Genetti's Ballrooms on Route 309 in Hazel Township, you can catch all the great entertainment live right here on WYLN TV. Again, the telethon, all the fun, begins at noon and runs till 11 p.m., so come out or turn us on and join us. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today. Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by State Representative Tara Toohill. Paid for by the committee to elect Tara Toohill.